Motherfuckers done brought me out of retirement, man. I stopped making these news videos for like 2 weeks and it goes crazy. Let's get into it, man. But first, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna get into some of these YouTube comments because y'all been showing so much love on these videos. It's only right that I show love back to y'all. First, we got my boy Dalton Smith. Says W code for most. Personally, I'd rather not even have seen the code than me getting worthy and let down. But that's just me. But our guy Indy got Yao and his reaction is great if you haven't seen it. That reaction was funny. I love that reaction actually. I think overall these codes are great for everybody. And did I get cards I could use? No. And I think if you play the game consistently all year, some of these cards are unusable, but it helps some people out a ton. So overall W. Next, my boy TX Hoop says big dubs on 3K. I tweeted the appreciation post on Twitter for everybody, but I didn't get the chance to tell you guys personally. We are at 3K and growing. You guys show so much love on the channel, like for real. I can't even thank you guys enough. Literally a year ago, I would have never thought I would have the amount of support that I've been having this past year. And it means a ton, man. Seriously, thank you guys, each and every one of y'all. I appreciate you. As always, if you want a chance to get featured in the next video, I can't even say tomorrow's video because I've been bullshitting. The next video, be sure to leave a comment down below just for a chance to get featured. Drop a if y'all don't mind for an additional chance to get featured, man. All right, let's get right into it, man. This past few days have been crazy on these Twitter streets. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, and what really made me want to make this video is this post right here. Pestar said, DBG just blocked me. Don't even care or read a word that he said. So I don't think people are gonna think I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. First of all, I respect both individuals involved in this situation. Pestar does do a lot of good things for the community. He helps people get a lot of streaks. He does give a lot of giveaways. He does post a lot of tweets involving like helping people with small things in 2K that some people just might not necessarily know how to do. But in this scenario, I have to say you're wrong, my guy. This is no hard feelings at all. Like, I still don't think you're a bad person by any means. So if you guys don't know what happened in this situation, DBG was on the RTM Podcast this last weekend, and he said had to take a very hot take about Showdown, saying that he feels like the structure of Showdown is better than the structure of Unlimited. Not saying like the rewards are better, but the structure itself. And Pestar pretty much tweeted the clip, and he says something along the lines of, you give anybody a microphone and a camera and they can say any kind of dumb stuff like this. So the reason I have to disagree with this is not because it's DBG. It's not because it's Henry was involved also. You can't send shots at somebody like anybody, period, and expect them not to clap back. Now, was DBG's take correct? That's debatable. That is 100% debatable, but that's when you do that. That's when you debate. To take a shot at somebody and pretty much call them dumb by saying you give anybody a microphone and a camera, they can say dumb stuff like this. It's pretty much like, it's insulting, honestly. That's opening, you know, the hate train. Okay. And I think there's better ways to go about it. And DBG, you know, agree or disagree, he's been in the game long enough to where his opinion does hold some weight. He's not just a nobody. Same with Henry. He's been in the game long enough to where his opinion does hold some weight. Now, like I said, Pestar, I don't think he's a bad guy by any means. I think this is some negative publicity for him. I think people are seeing the worst side of him right now, but he is a great guy from what I've seen. Okay, so you call it fence sitting if you want. I'm not sitting on the fence. I'm saying he's wrong in the situation, but you know, you live and you learn. But he's standing on business, man. So I guess if that's the hill you want to die on, then I guess you could die on that hill. Let me know down below if you guys think I'm correct here. Do the OGs, you know, you don't have to respect anybody, but do the OGs have the right? Do their opinions hold weight a little bit, or should they be criticized just as strongly as everybody else? The next tweet that broke Twitter, or X as they call it nowadays. Brandon the Pack Ripper Goldberg. If you don't follow Brandon on Twitter, he's a good follow. He is the whale of all whales. He posted his team after the event. All the best cards: D Wade, Jordan, KD, KG, Kareem, all the best cards. And it just opened up all kinds of interactions. I wish he had in Twitter Blue or X Blue or X Premium, whatever. I'm old, man. I wish he had that, because he'd probably be raking in the dough right now. So a lot of people like are criticizing Brandon. I didn't realize, oh my God, why is that picture so big? Pause. A lot of people are criticizing Brandon for spending money on the game, first of all, and for only playing offline. I am a firm believer in play the game you want to play it, and if you're not taking out a loan to do it and it's not hurting your pocket, spend the money you want to spend. Okay. Now, I've always said all year, as far as the events go, people like Brandon make 2K more comfortable giving us good cards like Cedric Maxwell, like Jason Richardson in the All-Star, like the Joakim Noah duo in Bracket Busters. Every event they've given us a really good budget card, and they haven't gouged us on those because they're making their money and it's showing. So, you know, not to kiss ass, but like the guys that spend the money to get these Kareems and KGs, it's because best believe if they weren't on track with their revenue, every card you'd be having to spend money for, and that's just a fact. So I say let people play the game they want to play it, man. That's just the way I look at it. And you know, shouts out to Brandon, man. He's out there doing some good stuff. Lastly, I don't have a screenshot for this one because I believe Henry deleted the tweet. He would put some shine on the fact that people are actually committing credit card fraud to buy packs. Now, I'm paraphrasing the tweet, but essentially he said people are really committing credit card fraud to play this game. And I think a lot of people took it as he was talking about the chargeback method, which a lot of people do the chargeback method. You know, I ain't no snitch, but it's common knowledge. I seen a screenshot of someone charging back like $5,000 or something like that. I don't think that's what he was referring to. From the sounds of the tweet, he sounded like there was something bigger going on. I don't know. I don't have the tweet in front of me, but sounds like something bigger than that. Maybe people out here stealing credit card information. I don't know. But here's my take. Do I think it's bad to steal from, you know, Robin Hood, steal from the rich and give to the poor? Typically, like when people sue big companies, I say, who cares, man? You know, who cares if you sue Walmart? They're billionaires. But what people aren't realizing is this is gonna kill us in the long run. 2K, they're probably not gonna sue these people. They're probably not gonna press charges because it's gonna cost a lot more in legal charges to get this stuff done. But they are gonna find a way to avoid it. Okay, I don't know what they're gonna do. They might make it to where you can only buy VC with like gift cards from the store. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they're gonna find a way to make it harder on all of us. And when that comes, it's just like the auction house. When I criticize people for buying MT this year, 2K23, I couldn't care less what people were doing. But for them to do that band wave and give us the player market the next year, now I'm like, please stop buying MT, because we've seen what's gonna happen, you know? So I just think, you know, certain things, and if it's kept under wraps, it's kept under wraps, but people don't know how to keep their mouths shut. People are doing it, posting screenshots on Twitter. They're telling their friends, and their friends are doing it. And now 2K's noticing it. And now everybody's gonna be screwed. That's just my... All right, I gotta be real with you guys for a second. Now that I got the news out the way, a lot of people have been saying, where's the news videos, Gaming Dad? Where's the news videos? I gotta be transparent, okay? I enjoy doing these videos more than any other video. It's a chance for me to really feel like I'm having like a conversation with you guys, especially replying to the YouTube comments. I love it, okay? But I'm at a place in my life where I gotta make a choice. And I hate to say it, I've been prioritizing some bigger projects that are resulting in more growth to the channel. But it's been making me neglect those of you that really rock with me heavy. Like people that watch these news videos rock with me, and I appreciate it. Like I don't stream, so I don't get the chance to connect with you guys that way. So the people that really rock with me watch these news videos. I'm gonna get back to doing it. I'm gonna commit to doing at least one a week. You know, if time permits, I'll do more. What I'm gonna commit to is one a week. You guys got my word, because you guys deserve it, and I owe it to you guys. Okay, now let's get into some of the creator spotlight. For creator spotlight, I like to show love to some other YouTubers or streamers or anything like that, just to put some attention on their channels, because I feel like they deserve it. First, we got my boy TX Hoops. Follow him on YouTube, TX-Hoops. I've talked about it on this video, on the news videos. I've talked about it on the podcast. These videos need more attention. Okay, he's doing a game show where he's actually making 2K fun again. You know, he's doing giveaways in the game show. It started with just YouTubers. Now he's doing it with actual subscribers. Giving away, for me, I won $100 in packs. I think he's doing that for everybody that wins. So be sure to go check him out. It's really fun videos. His editing is well above his view count. He edits extremely well. He puts the time in, and his videos deserve way more attention. So be sure to go show him some love. TX-Hoops. Next, I don't think he needs the shout out, but my boy Jazz has been doing the RTM Podcast again. I was featured on the first episode. This episode right here that he posted yesterday actually has DBG on it. We briefly mentioned it on what he said with the Pestar situation, but you know, it's a great episode. I loved every second of it. I'm gonna be featured in a couple of more, so be sure to go show Jazz some love. All that jazz, 1Z. Okay, go show him some love. And lastly, I mentioned him earlier in the video also, Brandon the Pack Ripper. He's been streaming and he's doing a lot of good stuff. I don't know why he's getting a lot of hate. Yeah, he rips a lot of money in packs, but he also gives back. He posts snipes on like any card as a dupe, pretty much. Josh scored 100 overall LeBron. He posted 100 overall KD, and the guy, it doesn't feel like he's doing it for views. I feel like it feels like he's doing it because he's ripping the packs for himself, and instead of just like stacking MTs, like, you know, let me give back to some people. So I think he's a good follow. Be sure to go show him some love on Twitter. His Twitter is CB the Grenade. CB the Grenade. He's doing some good stuff, and like I said, I don't know why he's getting hate. It seems like he's been good to everybody. Like, when I say good to everybody, like, yeah, the guy spends a lot of money, but he doesn't like come off like better than anybody. Like, he's not saying like, you know, when people say, oh, why'd you spend so much money? He's not replying like, oh, you're broke. He's like just saying, I enjoy the game. So I think, you know, he seems like a good guy. I haven't had too many personal conversations with him, but he seems alright with me. Alrighty, let's get into the moments of the day. We like to drop some moments in NBA history from today's date so I can give y'all some ball knowledge. Pause. Today we got a double woman appreciation. We got two 1977 and 1986. In 77, we got Lucy Harris of the Delta State is drafted by the Jazz in the 7th round, becoming the first woman ever selected in the NBA. And in 86, we got Nancy Lieberman became the first woman to play in the regular season men's professional game in the United States Basketball League in Springfield. So, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I would have never thought there was a woman that played in professional basketball, or men's professional basketball. So that was interesting, and let me know if you guys knew that. I appreciate y'all rocking, man, all the way through the end of the video. Y'all always show mad support, so be sure to comment down below for a chance to get featured in the next one. I think I'm gonna start featuring you guys in like all my videos, not just the news ones. So, you know, say something worth mentioning in there. Drop a if y'all don't mind. All right, if you drop a if y'all don't mind, it'll give you a chance to get featured in any video. Cool. As always, y'all be safe. Peace.